Good morning, everyone. It is a glorious day here in Texas. And actually, so much going on, cold, very cold. But this is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Barbara and I were
Yes.
just talking about that off camera, and it's true. It's a wonderful, glorious day, and we are so glad to be here with you. We have a great topic today, so I hope you've got your coffee or hot tea or cold
Oh,
drink.
nice cold drink.
Yes, your cold drink. Actually, I know what's in her cold drink and it rocks. So I'll have my actually, I had part of a cold drink earlier, but I have my hot coffee with whipped cream. Yeah, it's the holidays. It is the holidays. And so, we need those little treats. I should have brought a little candy cane on the side of my cup. Or had my holiday cup. I do have one that says Jesus is the reason for the season, and I love
Yes.
that cup. Um, anyway, it's smaller than this one, is why I don't drink out of it every day anymore. Is it I like big cups, you know, big cups. So anyway, all about my coffee cups. I'm sure y'all were just dying to know. So anyway, it is one of those days. Zoom wanted to reboot. It wanted to update, and then it didn't want to let Barbara in. And so, we're just glad to be here on time today. We started
Yes.
early.
Yeah.
So,
Thank goodness we started early.
yes, yes. I'm Carol Henderson with Life by Design, and I help you to spiral up in your life. And our topic today is, are you going to try to do a side gig in the new year? If you do, we would love to talk to you and work with you about it. S- Barbara has statistics, and the statistics are showing that so many people do need a side gig these days. And so we're excited to find out what you want. Be sure to put your questions and your answers in the chat. So
Mhm.
I'm here with my wonderful co-host.
Co-host with the mostest.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
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 Um, I'm Barbara Ellison. I'm a transformational life trainer, founder of Wellness Playroom. For you to be the best version of you,
Mhm.
and that can mean so many things. The thing is, what's happening for people is that they are getting so caught up in worry
Mhm.
because they're not making their bills are up the yin yang and their income is not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their health is going down, is going on a downward spiral, and it's like, how am I going to stop this? So all of that impacts how we feel and how we think and how we react to other people. So one of the things with this, it's that time of year where people need more finances. Absolutely. Christmas is coming. We're going to
Well,
date this.
and let's talk a little bit about there are people dropping like flies
Oh
all
my.
around us, and that's not cheap. So how many
Yes.
families are facing that added expense?
Added expense.
Even I mean, when my mom went, everything was paid for except the things you couldn't pay for,
Right.
and I mean those were massive. I mean, I think it was they came in and said, "You owe this much money." I'm going, "What? We did everything. We knew this was coming. We took care of it." Da 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 da. Oh no, you can't do this, this, and this ahead of time. And one was the crypt. I mean, in
Right.
Texas, it's law that your little casket goes inside of a concrete crypt.
Mhm.
Well, duh. If it's mandatory, can they not let us pay in advance?
Paid. Right. Yeah.
And that was like a couple of $1,000 or something. I
Right.
remember it being like, oh my, that is a lot of unexpected. So even if
Right.
you expect and you plan, but I mean, people are going at young ages and unexpectedly. So
Right.
finances are a big deal this year, a big, big deal. And then, I personally hope that you're not overspending for Christmas.
Yep.
It's the memories that matter. I mean, I saw a thing on my Facebook about what do you remember the toys you got as a child? No, you remember singing around the piano with your family
Right.
or going out Christmas caroling or just the baking cookies with your grandma.
Mhm.
Those type of things are what make Christmas. It's not the toys that are broken in a week or
Exactly.
recalled by the company because they're so damaged they could damage the little
Right.
bodies.
I think one of my favorite memories is that every year, every year on Christmas Eve, we got to open one gift, which was very fun, but it was always pajamas. However, because one of our traditions was that the next morning we had to wait for my mom and dad to get up and we would go and get them up. But then we got to have a picture of the family on the stairs before we could go downstairs. And we had our matching pajamas or our new pajamas and our new slippers. And because and yes, that's one of my favorite memories. We
That's
never knew
cool.
what kind of pajamas we were getting, but it was always pajamas and slippers, always. But I was like, oh, okay, what did mom get this year? Kind of thing. Did she find, did she get them on sale in like August?
Yeah, yeah,
Or
you
did she
never
get them
know. I
on
mean, moms
sale?
do that. Moms
Or
do
did she,
that.
yeah, exactly. Or did she get them on sale? And then we would try to figure out when did she get them? because because and it would be like, oh, sometimes she would get them in like April because at the end of the winter season, because she would buy us winter pajamas for Christmas because we lived in Canada, it was cold, and so we would get our winter pajamas for Christmas. But sometimes she would buy them in like April,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
one year she lost them. And
I
she
have done
couldn't
that, hiding the presents so good.
hide the present
Yeah.
and then couldn't remember where she put them. And then I think then she did find them like in the summer of the next year or
Yeah,
something, right?
when they were too
But
small.
when they were too small. Anyways,
Well, when I was growing up, when I was 2, and well, I was 18 months, okay, because I'm a summer baby. And anyway, my parents woke up and I had gone downstairs and opened all my presents and they missed it. So at that point, they made a choice. We always went to church on Christmas Eve
yeah,
and stuff. I was raised in the Episcopal Church, and we had this big midnight mass thing. I mean, we didn't call it mass, but anyway, a big midnight
right.
service.
That's what we
And
always did
so Santa came while we were at
while you were
church
at church.
from then on. And so I would come home to all my unwrapped presents, and then I would get to unwrap the presents that were wrapped. And so it was a Christmas Eve thing for us. And then everybody could sleep in on Christmas morning.
Right.
So we continued that with our boys in that we would do a big party Christmas Eve. I'd decorate the table with the silver punch bowl and all that kind of stuff. And as you know, we didn't go to the midnight services anymore because they weren't where we went. And so we would go out and look at Christmas lights and stuff. And so that's when everything would happen. Our rule for the boys, because I had 3 boys and they were all a year apart. So anyway, the rule was you could stay up as late as you wanted, which that was like a big deal, especially when they were little. You can stay up as late as you want. The rule is you had to be in your pajamas and you had to be covered up. You did not have to be in bed, but you had to have covers on. So if they fell asleep under the tree, that was fine, but they had to have a blanket on them. And so
Yeah,
they loved that.
you're
And
right.
that also kept us from ever having to worry about overtaxing ourselves
Right.
getting stuff done.
Right.
And
Exactly.
I believed in Santa for years because I knew that my parents were with me the whole time.
Right.
I didn't catch it till I was an adult that my mom always forgot her gloves.
Yeah.
She
Right.
forgot her gloves on Christmas Eve.
Right.
She
Yeah.
would, and of course I was the only one, so she had one stocking to fill and one set of
Right.
presents to put out. But
Right. Which she probably had all wrapped ahead of time. Right. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Well,
I
my
mean, and
Santa ones were unwrapped, so it
oh,
wasn't
right.
even. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. So, yeah, but those are the fond memories. Well, those
yeah.
memories are what helps people to enjoy the season,
Mhm.
which is back to our original question of the side hustle. Is the financial strain affecting what we just talked about? Is the
Mhm.
financial strain in your life affecting how you react or how you celebrate, how you handle. Are
Yes.
you short-tempered? You know, like one of the
Worried
things that
all
we
the time. You know,
worried all the time. You can't
stressed
enjoy
over
you
money.
right, over money. So
I mean,
what we thought we would talk about is a little bit is like, what is side hustles? Okay.
yeah.
So one
Well,
of the,
hold on just one
okay,
second. Yeah. It's like, are you already stressed over just the Christmas meal? Not
yeah,
even the presents? Check yourself. Are you overspending? I mean, your kids don't have to have the latest, greatest, biggest toy. And
right,
they don't have to have that. You don't have to have all the stuff. If you have grown kids, let them bring a side dish. Get the
exactly.
turkey or the ham, whatever your family tradition is. Let them bring some of the side dishes. Make it a little bit easier on you, both energy-wise, stress-wise, financially.
Yeah,
I know that a lot of times the kids make way more money than the mom and dad do, especially when you get into grandparenthood and you're retired and stuff like that. So let other people, it doesn't have to always be the same. I have a good friend, I ran into her the other night. Her knee is bone on bone, and they're trying to prevent knee replacement. And so she's working on it nutritionally, but she's shut down, and she is a social butterfly. She goes to everything, works the room, talks to everybody, decorates out the wazoo, loves to entertain. She is shut down this year. And even her kids are going, no, you cannot do anything.
right,
And so,
right,
that's a part of life as you get older. I
right,
mean, it doesn't have to be severe as you get older. Barbara and I can tell you how to keep it from being severe. But,
exactly.
I mean, we are both very active, very, very active, but it's because of our nutrition. But
Right.
back to the side hustle. Let's talk about what is a side hustle. And Barbara pulled up statistics.
Well, one of the things this morning when I woke up, it was like, it's that time of year. And I wonder what are the trending topics that are going on right now for this year. And that's one of the things that I look at. Well, I pulled up the list of the top 100 topics. Well, guess what number 15 was, which is high up there. That's in the top 20 of things that people are searching for. And it was just this, it was side hustles. People are looking for side hustles. So I looked up the statistics. So right now, 39 already just this year, that already, for the generations, 39% of working Americans already have a side hustle. That's
Mhm.
80 million. That's about 80 million people in the United States. 39% overall. 24% of baby boomers. I'm a baby boomer. 40% of Gen X's have side hustles. And was the staggering one, 50% of millennials. So that means you have got a whole generation of people that have a job and a job.
Mhm.
And right now they're not making it.
Yeah.
So
Well, and let's talk about that a little bit. There are side hustles that pay
that
well.
work,
There
that
are
pay
side
well.
hustles that you work your
Yeah,
backside off to make a little bit. And
right.
I know used to the amount of money that it would take to keep in the United States to keep a family out of bankruptcy was $500.
Yeah,
The last I heard, it was $234 to
that's
keep someone out of bankruptcy court.
bankruptcy.
Now you go, oh, well, surely somebody could come up with $234. Because when I've quoted that, I've been told that a lot. I'm going, but you've got to realize that's the shortfall every month.
Month.
And many of them have cut back on their cable bill. They're
Right.
streaming off their phone. They've cut off, they've cut all the extras they know that they can cut. Now, number one, there's probably some more they could cut. But number two, 234 plus 234 next month, 234 the next month, and you're up
Right.
to $700.
Right. And their credit cards are maxed. And the thing is that is so much part, and which is one of the things that Carol and I deal with, is that is a poverty mentality. Oh, what can I cut? What can
Mhm.
I cut out? That's our automatic response.
Yeah.
What can I cut out? Instead of, let's turn that around. What can I find that will expand,
Yeah.
that will give me leverage, that I will earn income on what I do now, but what, and help me to find people who also feel the same way, that we can leverage what they're doing. It's like having an employee. You have your 8 hours that you're going to get paid for, and when you have an employee, you get paid on part of their
8
8 hour
hours.
day. Okay, the only problem with that is that what happens if they want to leave? Well, now you have to replace the employee, you have to retrain, you have to do all of that.
Mm.
One of the things that what is so important is that you have to find that one entity, that business, that company, that whatever it is that you're going to do, that you have that everybody who comes into it has as much to gain as you do. So that you might make a little bit less.
Mhm.
However, they can make as much as they want, you can make as much as as you want. Everybody gets paid and everybody makes money.
Yes. And people say, oh, is that a pyramid scheme? Life is a pyramid.
Pyramid scheme. A
Okay.
corporation is the pyramid scheme because
A
nobody
church
can
is a
make more than the
pyramid.
president
Yeah, a church
of
is
the
a
company.
pyramid, a
Yeah.
country is a pyramid,
Pyramid.
a family is a pyramid. Whether it's the father or the mother that is the top of the pyramid,
Yeah.
it is a pyramid.
It
And
all
so
goes
when it's
down.
a scheme, it's when it's like a Ponzi scheme. You put money to do it and you get nothing in return.
Yeah, there's
But
no
when,
tangible. So
yeah,
that's one of
nothing.
the rules.
Yeah.
Make sure that you have a consumable product,
Oh,
that you
yes.
something that is unique, something that is at the front end of a trend. Like right now, if you're a techie person, you are sitting on a gold mine. You just have to find it
Yes.
because the tech world is expanding rapidly. Even like look at right now, one of the things the other day that I noticed, how many, like when I first started, there was only Zoom. There was one Zoom.us. I'll give them a plug. Zoom.us. You wouldn't believe how many now Zoom things there are. They're calling them Zoom, but they're not the same company. There are so
Oh,
many companies. If you are out there, that you are at the front edge of a leading trend, study your trends. And
yes.
you know what? One of the biggest things is, who is leading the trends? The baby boomers and the Generation X.
Yes. And you
We're
want
the
to make
ones that are
sure.
moving.
Oh, no, go ahead. I thought you were.
And why is because like right now, the baby boomers make up 35% of the population, but we control 65% of the money.
Yeah.
So if you are a Generation X coming up, watch the baby boomers. And what do baby boomers care about now? Carol and I are prime examples. We want to stay young. We're not
We
vain,
want to
but we
stay
want to be
healthy.
active. And
Yeah.
we want to be active and we want to be healthy.
Yes.
So if you can find that thing, and Carol and I have been blessed that we have found that thing
Yeah.
to do it. And if you're interested, reach out to us.
And the thing is, there's a lot of that things out there, but
There
you
are a
want
lot
to
of
make
that
sure
things
that it's
exactly.
organic, that it's
Yeah.
natural, that
Yeah.
it's well sourced, and that it's provable,
Right.
provable
Right.
scientifically. There
Typically.
are so many products that say, "Oh, we do this, we do that." And the Facebook and YouTube and stuff are just a plethora of them. But you want to make sure that it is provable. You want to
Right.
be able to see the scientific data. If they won't
Right.
let you see the scientific data, there's
There,
something.
there's
There's
something wrong.
one of our products, we know the exact size, well, all of our products, the size of the
The
ingredient.
sign of the
Uh,
ingredient.
okay, collagen is an example. Collagen's like spaghetti. It's long and skinny. And almost all collagen products on the market are 1,000 to 3,000 Dalton. That's a measurement like an inch or whatever. Ours is 300 Daltons. So it's
Mm,
like putting a watermelon in your mouth or a raspberry. And
mm.
because lo and behold, 300 Daltons happens to be 3 peptides. Now, guess how big the cell God put in, the keyhole God put in your cell. You know, there's keyholes in every cell for every nutrient and every vitamin and every mineral. The the keyhole for collagen is 3 peptides. So ours goes in. It goes in. It doesn't go feed the sewer because the sewer does not need collagen.
Right.
So that's just an
Exactly.
example of the quality
Right.
and what you want to have in your products.
Right.
So that's a little shameless plug for
For
quality
what we do,
products.
for one of the things that we do.
Yeah.
But it
And
can
it's
be
just one of the little
anything.
side hustles we have.
One of the side hustles that we have. And the thing is that people need income for
Yes.
many reasons. And it's not just to pay bills.
Mm-mm.
That's the biggest stressor on people right now, is to pay their bills. However, they want to make a difference. They
Yes.
want to have impact in the world. They want to provide for not just their family and their children, but they want to provide for people around the world who think the way they do.
Yes.
We
I
are
knew a
meant to be
gentleman
a
one time that
community.
said, I don't need money. I don't need it. Why
I
would I
don't
want to
need
do
it.
your business? I don't need it. I said, you don't need it. Do it anyway and give it away. Because his wife really wanted to do it and
And
they
give it
needed the
away.
help. I said, give it away. And he goes, oh, I can do that. Had not thought about doing a business
Like,
to give it away.
to give it away. Right. It's like, I know there are some famous right now ministers and preachers who donate their salary back to their church because they don't need it.
Yes. Yes.
What will that do for
Well,
shaping the world when we don't need it, that we can give out of our abundance?
yes.
We can give out of our abundance. And
Well,
that's
yeah.
what life is supposed to be.
Yeah. Look at our president number 45. He donated his salary to different things every year. I mean, every quarter. But he donated his salary like to the military or to the,
Right.
homeless things, all kinds of great things. And a couple of our senators and House members have done that. Because,
Right. Yeah. Like one
it
of the
was not
things that I was
started to
reading
be a
too is like
way to get
Warren
expensive.
Buffett.
Yeah.
No, you've totally broken up. Um,
Go ahead.
and I look at it this way too. Warren Buffett, the richest man one of the richest men in the world. He owns a marketing company.
Yeah.
He owns one. Companies are using other forms to get the word out.
Yeah.
Just find yours.
Well, I
Anyways,
mean,
so
President
that's
Trump
our
had said that if he ever went bankrupt, if he ever lost everything, what he would do is do multi-level marketing.
uh,
Yeah, that he said that's what I'd do. That is the best way to make money,
because you leverage
especially
your
if you've
income.
lost everything. Mhm.
You leverage your income.
Yeah. So anyway, if you're looking for a side hustle, put it in the comments. Reach out to us because we have done these type things for, well, I guess both of
Me,
us
30
together.
years.
Yeah, yeah, and me
Had
40.
loads.
So actually, I'm not even counting Tupperware and things like that in
Oh
college.
yeah, no, I did. Yeah,
So
I did Crystal.
anyway, and the other thing is like she was saying, you want it to be consumable.
Right.
I mean, jewelry companies are great. People buy up jewelry and the girls that sell it make good money. However, how much jewelry can you own? I
Right.
mean, I have one friend and she loves it and she buys lots of jewelry, but
But you can
there's a
but you
stopping.
can still only wear so much jewelry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but you
there's
can
a
only wear one pair
stopping
of
point.
earrings at a time.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, you want to make sure it's consumable, whatever it is, so that people need it. Okay, let's take household items. Toilet paper. I mean, that's not, I'm saying multi-level, and that's not what we do. But I mean, it's something you use every day, hopefully. So,
Right.
it's consumable. That's what I mean by a consumable product, something you have to replace.
Yeah.
Dish soap, your food. Food
Yeah.
is
Every time you empty a box, pick up a phone, whatever it is, turn
yeah,
on the internet,
mhm, consumable,
people
consumable.
are earning income with it.
Yes, yes. So we
Find the one
also
that floats your boat. That makes your that
yeah, yeah, make
find
it
the one that
fun.
floats your boat.
Make it fun. So, if you're watching us on Facebook, please click like and share because we want to have your friends get this information also. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, click the little thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the little bell so you know when we're putting something new up. We do have a lot of different things up. As you know, we've taken a vacation from Aging Experts and Thoughtful Thursdays until after the first of the year. So this is the only new stuff that you'll be seeing is just Barbara and me. But we are, as right now, uh, filming things because we record those and we are filming new episodes for next year and they are going to be good. So have a wonderful holiday season. We'll see you again next week. Be safe, be happy, and don't be stressed out this season. Bye.
Bye.